Hi, this is Darren from ALO Upholstery and Interiors. Today I'm going to show you how to convert a plain headboard into a tufted headboard with rails. So the measurement is 13-inch height by 10.5-inch wide. Now I'm cutting the 1-inch foam even with the frame because I'll be applying another 1-inch foam on top of it. Now I'm drilling the wood with a 3/8 drill bit. Now I'm using a 1 1/4 inch diameter circle saw to cut up the foam. Now I'm using a 1-inch medium density foam. Now I'm trying to find where the holes are drilled. Now I'm using 1/2-inch foam. Now I'm using a 1 1/4 inch diameter circle saw to cut up the foam. Now I'm using a thin layer of fiber. So because the fabric is plain, you want to draw a line going left to right, so that's the guide you want to follow, and a line going top to bottom for the middle. Now I'm using a 1-inch crystal with a 2-pound nylon string. Now I'll be using a 12-inch needle. So now that I finished following the marked line going left to right, you want to look where the middle is on the fabric of the grain and poke a hole down going straight. Now I'm using a foam saw to cut the foam. Now I'm adding an extra piece of wood that's 2-inch, so it's easier to upholster the base. Now I'll be using 2-inch screws. Now I'm using 1/2-inch cardboard. Now I'm using 1/2-inch foam. Now I'm using a foam saw to cut the foam so I could fit the extra fabric in it. Now I'm using 1/2-inch foam. Now I'm just locking the fabric with a few staples. This is the type of nail studs I'm using. It's a nickel plated finish. Now I'm just using any material for lining. So here's the bottom rail. It's 80 3/4 by 8 1/2, 2-piece. And the footboard is 63 inch by 8 1/2 inch. So now I'll be drilling the marked wood to fit these 6-inch legs on it. I'll be using a T-nut like this to screw in the legs. So I'll be screwing the legs to the side rails, not the foot rail, because that's where the weight's gonna be holding the mattress. Now I'm just using a finishing nail gun to hold it in place, and then I'll screw it down. Now I'm pre-drilling the wood. Now I'm using black lining. So when you're installing the footrail brackets, you want the smaller hole pointing downwards and the big one on top. So when you lock the footrail, it pretty much pushes down towards it, like this. Now marking the center of the wood. So now when you're connecting the bracket to the headboard, you want the smaller hole on top and the big one on the bottom, so it pushes down towards the headboard. Now I'm going to be marking this 2x4 onto another piece of 2x4 wood, so it's going to be attached to the side rails. This is how it looks. Now I'm pre-drilling the wood. For the foot rail, you want the foam coming all the way to the corners. This is how it looks. Now I'm just measuring the space that I need to fit the mattress in it. So for the footboard, you want to attach the flat piece to it like this, so it pretty much hooks on to the side rails. So now I'm just installing the bracket inside the line I marked. For the headboard, I'm measuring the amount I need to fit the mattress in. Now I cut a 5-piece that are 2x4s so it could fit into the frame that holds the mattress. And here's how the finished piece looks like. So thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to like it and share it. Thank you. Bye.